Do you feel like your life is meaningless, like you're not connected to your purpose? These are the things that are at the root of major mental health issues, depression, anxiety, stress. What is stress really? It's just fear of moving forward, okay? So when we're not connected to our purpose, we are disassociated with abundance, okay? So when we truly get aligned with what it is that we want to do in this world, what we're aligned with our higher purpose, what our higher power wants us to do, we will be filled with abundance, we will be filled with joy, we will be filled with energy. But when we feel like our life is meaningless, how do we feel? We feel like we have no energy, we don't even have the energy to get out of bed, we're yawning throughout the day because there's just that sense of purpose is just missing. So how do we get aligned with what it is we're truly supposed to do? Well, the first and foremost, I think the most important thing to do is just to get quiet, right? It's like God's language is silence and everything else is just poor translation. So what will happen is we think we're aligned with a purpose. And let me give you my own example of that. I thought my purpose was to make millions of dollars. And I thought like that wholeheartedly, this is what I'm here to do. But now I can look back and see that that was just silly. And it was not coming from what I'm truly meant to do in this world. It was coming from the beliefs and the programs and the emotions I was trying to block or prevent myself from feeling that created this idea that I had to become a millionaire, okay? And that disguised itself as this was what my purpose was. But once I really started to remove all of those belief systems, all of those programs, and heal from the emotional traumas that I was putting up walls to prevent myself from feeling, and I was learned how to become truly free of them, then I could truly get aligned with what it is I was truly supposed to do. So I guess if I wanted to put this into a 1, 2, 3 step process, step 1 would be to identify what emotional traumas you went through in your life. And I made a video about this called make a list of how fucked up you are, right? So step 1 is just like make that list. Like what are the things that were terrible that happened to you? What were the things that were terrible that you're done? And what emotions are tied to those events, okay? Once you can identify those emotions, you might be able to also identify the belief systems and programs that were created. You see, the ego is, its primary function is to keep us safe. And the second we feel any type of emotional pain, the ego goes to work to make sure we don't feel that pain, okay? So for me, for example, I had fear of conflict with my father because he was the kind of person you had to kind of walk around on eggshells with. So I created this fear of conflict. The mechanism that my ego created to make sure I don't get into conflict was to become a people pleaser, okay? I basically became a yes man because I didn't want to get into conflict with anybody because I didn't want to feel the fear of that conflict, right? So in my mind, I thought I was being a nice guy, and this is what the ego does, it disguises it, right? I thought I was being a nice guy and people liked me. But in essence, what I was really doing was not connecting with who I truly was, speaking my truth, or connecting to my true purpose. So once I was able to learn how to become free of that, it cleared the way for me to now get connected to who I truly was and started to get me aligned with what it was I truly wanted to do. So step 1 is figure out how fucked up you are, figure out what emotions, I guess step 2 would be figure out what emotions are tied to those events and learn how to be free of them through the letting go process. Step 2 though is you got to get quiet, right? Try and eliminate all the noise, all the programs, all of the fucking Instagram posts and Facebook posts, all the societal influences, and just get quiet and start to ask what is in the highest good. You know, there's a prayer that I say all the time that's like, Lord, make me a vehicle of thy peace, right? It's like, allow your voice to speak through me so that I can help others, right? I pray to thee to know thy will and for the energy to fulfill it. And now this is not religious. This is like whatever your understanding is. It could be Buddhism, Hinduism, Christianity. It doesn't matter what it is. It's just your belief in a higher power. So don't get turned off by that, right? Don't dismiss this video because I use the word Lord or God, all right? Just connect to whatever you believe is higher than yourself. And what is in the highest good for you is also in the highest good for all. So when we learn that and we can connect to that message, we can just do that by just getting quiet and asking, what is it that you want me to do? I'm here to be your servant, right? I'm here to serve others. When we connect to that, the truth will start being revealed to us. The third step is like to get practical. It's like, what would you do if money didn't matter? What would you do if you couldn't fail? if you can answer these questions, it might be an insight in what you're truly supposed to do in this world. The greatest thing in the world will happen to you when you truly connect to your purpose. All of the other noise will completely melt away. For example, I'm connected to my purpose, which is to serve other people, right? I'm connected to impact millions of people's lives, to end people's emotional trauma so that they can be clear to do whatever it is they want to do. This is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. And the energy that exists around just that statement, that this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life, there is no retirement, there is no stopping, right? I'm not doing this to work for the weekend. This is what I actually do it in reverse. It's like I can't wait for the weekend to be over so I can get back to work serving my purpose. This is the power that exists when we connect to that purpose. But first we have to get rid of all the noise and all the BS, all the programs and all the belief systems that are holding us back from connecting to that purpose. So when you do this, the amount of energy that you will unlock, the amount of productivity that you will be able to achieve will be, in your eyes, miraculous. I get more done in a day than most people get done in a week. Probably most people get done in a month. And why is that? Is because I've learned the tools and tactics how to become a super achiever? Yeah, it's part of it. But no, mainly it's because I've connected to what it is I'm truly supposed to do. And when you connect to that power, your energy will be endless and your productivity will be tenfold of that of anybody around you. So if your life is meaningless, it's time to start asking these difficult questions. What were the emotional hurts that you felt? How can I be free of them? What programs and belief systems did they create? What lies did those belief systems tell me just to protect me from not feeling a certain way? And when you start to answer that question, then you can start to connect to your higher power, to your higher self, and get the answer to what it is you truly want to do in this world.